you have opportunity to move up. You're really put in the perfect position to learn from the ground up. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla and this is where we talk all about project management. If you are a project manager who is looking for information, resources, and support on how to become better at what you do, then this is the place for you. You have found the right channel, and I want to invite you to subscribe and let me know what questions you have about project management, because I want to know how I can help you. Okay, on to today's topic. Today we are going to talk about the role of the project coordinator and how it's different than the project manager role, and why you might want to pursue a project coordinator role versus project manager. So I want to start off by saying, if you are a person who is new to project management, looking at breaking into project management, maybe you've just finished up some coursework or graduated and looking at entering into the project management field, the project coordinator role is a really great place to start, okay? And the reason why it's a good place to start is because often project coordinator positions are paired with project managers or senior project managers, and they work alongside these more experienced project managers to help them execute projects. And in doing so, ideally, this project coordinator is put in a really good position to learn from a more senior PM, to understand how to execute projects effectively, and ideally receive some mentorship, guidance, and leadership from that more senior PM. Now, obviously that depends on the person and the relationship there, but that would be, in a perfect world, that would be really good situation, and I have seen that happen numerous times. So I do recommend project coordinator positions to those of you who are looking at entering the field into an entry-level position. Now, project coordinator responsibilities are different from project manager responsibilities, and you will see that sort of the level of responsibility increases as your project manager position is more senior. So with a project coordinator role, you'll really be carrying out more of the task responsibilities, while the project manager will be focused on a lot of the communication, leading maybe status meetings, presenting information to leadership, directing the project as a whole, establishing budgets and resources. You as the project coordinator will assist with those tasks, and you'll be more focused on things like creating the timeline, building the Gantt charts, creating any documentation, doing that more detailed work that the project manager doesn't have bandwidth for. So as you're doing this more detailed work, you're really learning how to manage a project, how to manage a project effectively, and what all of the work is that goes into that. You will also, one of the other reasons why I really like project coordinator roles, because you become more familiar with the tools that we use as a project manager. And so oftentimes it's the project coordinators who come up with really smart and creative ways to save time, to create efficiencies and workflows, et cetera, et cetera. Thinking from that perspective will really help you stand out as a project coordinator too. So I want you to keep that in mind. The project coordinator is also really great because you have opportunity to move up. You're really put in the perfect position to learn from the ground up and advance into project manager, senior project manager, whatever the organization is that you're with, whatever that structure is. Or obviously you could move outside of that organization and further your career, advance your career. So I'm a really big fan of people understanding, like, from the ground up what is required in any sort of discipline. And so I think the project coordinator role is a perfect one for people who want to excel in project management and really understand the intricacies of what makes project management. So there is that. Okay, so let's address something that I know a lot of you are probably thinking about right now, is what is the pay like for a project coordinator versus a project manager versus a senior project manager? So yes, a project manager or senior PM is going to typically make more than a project coordinator, simply because project coordinator is an entry-level position, right? But with that being said, I'm always super impressed by what the starting salaries are for a lot of these project coordinator positions, particularly because project coordinator positions often do not require college degrees. So these would be positions that you could theoretically move into with just a high school diploma. So that's pretty impressive. And I think the salary ranges are pretty healthy with that into consideration. Now, if you are looking at entering into a project coordinator role and you only have a high school diploma, this is one of those times when I would recommend going out and getting some project management education, certifications, maybe getting your certified associate in project management certification, something along those lines, so you could really help yourself stand out in the application process and have a good background for what project management actually is. So I would recommend that if you're really coming in at an entry level. Okay, now in terms of salary, I did do a little research just so we could have some numbers to look at, so you'd have an idea of what these salaries look like. So I went on Glassdoor and I see that the average salary for a project coordinator is $53,750 per year in the US. So $53,000. For a project manager, Glassdoor tells me the average salary is $79,000 per year in the US. Okay, so we do have a jump there from coordinator to project manager, and then senior project manager, Glassdoor tells me the average salary is $105,338. So you could see the further you advance, the more you advance in those responsibilities, the higher your salary is going to get. So in summary, the project coordinator role is a really great role for entry level, for starting out, for learning from other PMs. It'll be a good starting point for you to jump off into your PM career. I'd love to hear what questions you have for me on this subject. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.